God, what a way to begin. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the re-up. I'm apparently doing this all in one day because I'm crazy. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I am sick. I haven't talked much, at all throughout this entire playthrough. Anywho, I'm sorry if I'm coughing. Like I said, I'm not feeling well. But I'm doing it, so I don't know how I got here. I'm just here, and now we're gonna finish it up. I stopped midway through a playthrough because I'd already recorded an hour. But we're gonna do every last thing in this episode.
But anyway, I wanted to switch to a presentation because I've had a pretty big idea for that class, but no one to do it with.
Until now, obviously.
Exactly. You're down for anything, even if it crosses the line.
Bitch, what line?
Exactly. Miss Ames is this perfect little bitch in her perfect little world, and I want to ruin that for her.
Oh yeah, totally. What do you want to do?
So I've had this plan for a while, actually, but, sorry, it's really wild. Let me think how to word this.
No, take your time. It doesn't smell that bad in here for once.
Right? Yeah, fuck, I need a cigarette to think.
There's always somebody in here.
Cool. So yeah, can I borrow a cigarette?
If I have one in my locker.
And yours is by the science rooms, right?
Yeah.
Sweet. Don't get up, I got it.
Wait, you don't even know the combination.
Don't worry, I'll get in there.
Isn't she great?
Nicole, what are you doing with that girl?
Just yesterday, triple C's in Atlanta Park.
No, why are you hanging out with her?
Oh, dude, don't be a bitch over this. I'm allowed to make new friends, okay?
No, I'm not jealous. She is fucking insane, Nicole.
Insane how?
Psych ward visits, choked a girl in class, set her ex-boyfriend's car on fire.
Yeah, but that makes her fun. Besides, you're a hypocrite because you buy scripts off her all the time.
Buying her Adderall isn't the same as hanging out with her. That bitch is gonna get weirdly attached to you and snap as soon as you get tired of her.
Well, I'm not tired of her now, so I guess we're gonna have to wait and see.
Were you guys just talking to Emily?
Sort of.
I hate her. She literally choked me in gym and didn't even get expelled.
See?
Hold on, but why'd she choke you?
Because I said she wasn't as pretty as Fergie.
Still sound okay to you?
A girl can be confident.
Confident? I was passed out on the floor for like 2 minutes.
Oh, that reminds me. The idea for the oral presentation?
Oh god, that's tomorrow, isn't it?
No, don't worry. I got all the supplies ready.
It's just flashcards, right?
Not exactly. So you know how I want to, screw up Miss Ames?
Yeah, for sure.
And we don't even really, have a plan after high school, right? Honestly, what are we gonna do?
No, you're right.
So I thought it'd be really badass if we show her the real state of modern poetry. Real suffering. Not some bumper sticker bullshit.
Dude, I'm down for it. What do we do?
Okay. We go to the front of class, say a few words, and then we'll swallow this pill mixture I made
A
and...
mixture of what?
So I started saving all my Seroquel instead of flushing it, and then I mixed it with stuff my boyfriend gave me, and then I bought Percocet off Kyler.
Well, hold up. You're gonna OD in front of the class?
We're gonna OD, cause death is fucking poetry. And when Miss Ames sees that, she's gonna shut her ass up about poetry for the rest of her life.
Are you sure about that?
Are you backing out?
Well, it's just a little...
This is a 2-person gang here, Nicole. Don't make me jump your ass out.
No, I'm cool.
Shut the fuck up!
I said I'm cool with it.
No, not you. I was hearing voices again. Nicole, I know you're worried, but we're gonna do it together. It's gonna be okay. We got a big day tomorrow. Let's get some sleep.
We sure do.
You're not gonna kiss me goodnight?
Oh my god. Mwah.
Thanks. I love you.
What?
Yeah.
Are you gonna say it back?
Okay, now I do want to kill myself. No warm-up or anything?
I don't see why you'd need one. Does public speaking make you nervous, Nicole?
No, there's just a few things higher on that list.
Okay, let's just start.
Go on.
So, me and Nicole have been looking at modern poetry and made one main conclusion.
Yeah, a real big one.
When you really get down to it, any living poet is a whole-ass poser.
And why's that?
Poetry's about the spoken word, about storytelling, right? But movies have stories too.
Yeah, last I checked.
And movies suck when you see the ending coming a mile away. Why should it be different with anything else?
Yeah, and poetry sucks too, because...
Because a writer's life is reflected in their work, and if their life is boring and stupid, how can we expect their work to be any better? We can't.
The poetry's linked to the poet. Good.
Most people's lives are boring. Lots of waiting around. Lots of doing nothing. But when does it suddenly get interesting? When do people care about you more than any other point in your life?
When you die?
Exactly. Especially when it's unexpected, and especially when it's voluntary.
Like suicide.
And so I noticed a link. Basically, all the best writers kill themselves. Hunter S. Thompson, Ernest
Hemingway, whatever.
It's pretty obvious to me, modern poetry sucks now. It's ruined.
Ruined by what?
Therapy, self-help books, psych meds. It's like you're not allowed to be sad anymore.
Yeah, what about the pursuit of unhappiness?
Happy people aren't interesting. They don't tell good stories. They'll tell you about their cousin's science fair project or some other shit you don't care about.
Language.
So get rid of the good poets, get rid of the people who keep you guessing. You're left with no good modern poetry.
So all poets and storytellers need to be suicidal?
It's not about what they need to be, it's what they are. Their life is their work.
Then what's the thesis?
The what?
The central message of your essay?
All great writers have suicidal thoughts. 'Cause you can't have a good story knowing there's gonna be a happy ending.
That's very nice, girls. C+.
That's it?
Decent length, but a little inaccurate and rather melodramatic.
Oh, then how many poems have you published?
Excuse me?
You graded us low because we implied you're a shitty writer. Just say it.
That's enough, Emily.
Sorry your world's too cozy for anyone to care about what you make.
This is entirely baseless. Have a seat.
You're soft, bitch. Face it.
Yeah, honestly.
Truly deep thoughts come at a much older age than 17.
Whatever. You can't call Bob Dylan deep.
What's really deep is voting, volunteering in your community. Have you ever thought of anyone other than yourself?
You did not say that.
Lip service, hoe. You're the type of bitch to fuck one black dude, then call yourself light-skinned.
Okay, out of bounds. I think you need to be written up.
Go ahead. Write me up. No one's gonna want to read it.
You're teenagers. You think you're any deeper than any other adult in the world?
Deeper than you, bitch. We're about that shit.
And how's that?
Watch us. You ready, Nicole?
It's honestly super humbling when the trashiest girl you know, probably coked out of her mind, says the most thoughtful thing you've heard in years. I thought I was like deep and misunderstood and made the text and background all black on MySpace so it's like a blacked out profile. But no, I never planned a suicide pact. I never cut anywhere other than my wrists. She took her shirt off in front of me, cuts all over her body. Had one of those angel wing shoulder blade tattoos. In the feathers, it said, "Proud mistake." I can't compete with that. What I'm trying to say is, you could skateboard, smoke cloves, get your tongue pierced. There's always going to be a hotter bitch than you. And you just gotta accept that. I'm jealous of a girl who just killed herself. That's how fucked up I am. You might be wondering how I'm even telling you all this, even though we both followed through with it. Well, I cut her little pill concoction with crushed up Flintstones vitamins. So I passed out, I had a seizure, but it was just diluted enough to where I didn't die. Can't say the same for Emily, though. Okay, so I'm not sad about it, but at least I have the serotonin to not kill myself.
There we are. You won't say this because they make us turn our phones off, but I just want to write this for you. For me. I'm glad we are dying together. It just feels right. I can't think of anyone I would rather do it with. I'm super gay for you. I'm sorry I lied in the hallway. Didn't tell you before. We shared a bed, changed in front of each other. Yeah. So this is, again, another entirely different phone number. But I have one more ending to get, and I don't know how to get it, but we're going to go with this one.
I kinda wanna, but I just can't right now.
I told you the papers don't need to be good, they just need to be done.
Yeah, but I want it to be good to me.
What, so you care about school now?
Never said that. Good to me, but bad for the teacher.
Oh, so you're plotting.
I'm plotting heavy. I want to write something that gets me the grade, but destroys her reputation.
You having trouble over here?
These poetry books suck ass. Can I just say the state of modern poetry sucks ass?
Remember, 4 pages.
So, can I just copy and paste modern poetry sucks ass until it fills 4 pages?
Reading Mein Kampf alone at the diner. Let's see guys turn this into a conversation starter. Hence, today I believe that I am acting in accordance with the will of the Almighty Creator by defending myself against the Jew. Okay, let's cross out Jew and replace that with rappers. What else? The ignorance of the broad masses about the inner nature of the hip-hop artists, if you could even call them that. This paper's gonna be so fucking easy.
Nicole, I didn't know you were in AP History.
Huh? No, I'm not in AP History.
Then why are you reading Mein Kampf?
I'm racist now.
And Nicole.
Uh-huh.
A.
A?
A as in A or the loud at, or like the letter?
Almost A+, if anything. I was happily surprised with the gripping prose you provided on rap music.
So like the letter.
Really? You thought it was that good?
It was excellent. The best paper I've ever received teaching these classes. The persuasive wording, direness of tone, as if you were a poetic politician wise beyond your years.
As if, right?
Literally got an A. What are you, white?
I've earned the title.
It's actually perfect timing, because next week your principal is bringing a few members of the school board to demonstrate why this program is still worth funding. With this paper, I think it'll be obvious remedial programs can still reach troubled students.
What, you're gonna, like, read the paper aloud?
Of course. An amateur written work like this deserves an audience. If it's okay with you, Nicole.
Yeah, definitely. I think that is an amazing idea.
Great. And I trust you'll all be here this Friday?
Let's hope.
Anyway, for today's lesson, slang. The death of the English language. School board members, if you could just line around over there for our presentation.
Yes. Before we get to the catering, we wanted to present just one of the works produced by this remedial program.
Right, and as I've come to understand, the remedial classes are up for renewal at the end of this school year. A lot of talk has gone around asking, what's the point of helping these troublemaker students?
And after hearing this paper, we think you'll see the progress that can still be made here. Nicole, would you like to read your paper to the board?
That is okay.
Well, I'd love to read it for you.
Go ahead.
Right, so this is Nicole's paper I'll be reading for all of you. When Nicole first came to us, she had a 1.1 GPA, several truancy violations, and even more in-school suspensions.
I'm all too familiar.
Look at all these sexless marriages.
At first, she didn't want anything to do with language arts. But after we exposed her to the right literature again and again, she was inspired to write this incredibly biting piece on contemporary music and poetry.
This better not take forever. I got temple at 3 o'clock.
As a teen, I've come to be disappointed with the ignorance of the broad masses about the inner nature of rappers. The lack of instinct and narrow-mindedness of our upper classes make the people an easy victim for hip-hop's campaign of lies. Lil Wayne's domination in the state seems so assured that now not only can he call himself a rapper, but he ruthlessly admits his ultimate national and political designs. A section of his genre owns itself to be a foreign people, yet even here they lie. For a while, the Zionists tried to make the rest of the world believe that—
What is this again?
Uh-oh.
Catering, please don't interrupt. The Zionists tried to make the rest of the world believe that the national consciousness of the rapper finds its satisfaction in the creation of
no.
MTV. The rappers, again, slyly dupe the dumb—
Politics are weird. Like, really fucking weird. Like, everyone doubles down till they're eventually Hitler weird. Honestly, I just thought the school board would get her fired or something. Did not plan on the owner of a kosher deli listening in on it and calling the ADL afterward. Thanks for the heads up, Mom. Everyone involved had to go to court. Everyone. I took the stand like, I'm a kid, what do I know? And that didn't work so well. What worked better was calling the McDonald's hash browns latkes and saying uncircumcised men are disgusting, because they are. Then I was in the clear, and they went through all of Miss Ames' past, and this bitch was fucked up. In college, her thesis paper was about how interracial relationships were misogynistic against white women. You can't make this shit up. The school itself was a problem too, because every guy watches South Park, and Jews been like the #1 insult for the last 10 years. So now Principal Lynn has a mountain of paperwork. Miss Ames is losing her teaching license, and me, I've never been more satisfied.
Wow. Okay. Well, those was my two endings, and now I got a video message. Rossler's special offer. Hi, if you're receiving this text, that means you were selected for Rossler's Coaster Sweepstakes. A chance to win your very own free catering at any event you would like. School, political rallies, neo-Nazi gatherings, comic book conventions, KKK meetings, book clubs discussing Mein Kampf, and any other anti-Semitic events or assembly. Wow. Okay, we got a video message. Let's take a look. What the... What the hell?
Take it easy, man. Holy fuck. Hold on, no. Here, take my watch. Just put the knife away. Just put the knife away.
This game started out in like a real life video thing, so what is this? Pizza time?
What about me?
If God isn't watching, who is? What? 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 Hello? So as far as I'm concerned, I don't understand exactly what's happening. However, this was, I think, I suppose that Class of '09 was, yeah. So this was just another different set of possible scenarios that could have happened in Class of '09. This is just, wow, okay. Honestly, I think the first game was better. I do. I think a lot of this was just me kind of like watching and playing through. I sat here and played the whole game today. Not really sure why I did that, but I did, and now I've got 4 or 5 different recording sessions. And it's now 5 o'clock. I guess this is just what happens when you get sick. You just end up on a path, I suppose. This was something else, Dick. So a lot of people are not liking the third game. Or like it's a mix of people not liking the third game. So, yeah, and the third game is just Jekka's side to everything. So I don't know, man. I don't know. This was another ride. I don't know how I ended up here. I just did it. I hope you guys enjoyed the journey. I'll try and cherry pick some of the moments if I find them more interesting while editing and feeling better. I did laugh a few times, but there was just like there was more detail. There was more voice acting. There's less endings to go for, and I feel like some of these endings were not as over the top as some of the ones in the first one. Like, come on. I mainly let me check and see when this game was released to see if it had something to do with it. Yeah, 2023. I suppose you can't really get away with much more. I mean, it was still on the edge, but like, yeah, there was just something about the first one that was it, you know. I don't know. But anyways, I'm done talking. I'm sick. I don't know why I did this all in one session. Is there something wrong with me? Probably. I don't know. You're all great people. If you have a suggestion, let me know. I'll see you guys around.